Stress, the S word. We all experience it, some more than others. It's quite like that pesky neighbor, acquaintance, relative or friend who just drops in and then refuses to leave. It makes itself so comfortable in our homes, in fact in our very beings, that it becomes the master and we become the guests. Now there's a whole lot of literature and dialogue out there on stress and stress management, but today I want to talk about a question that comes my way quite often, relating to symptoms of stress. What are the few symptoms that I can watch out for that can help me spot that I am headed towards or in the middle of stress and help me control it in time? Since there are so many, and to keep this simple, I'm going to divide the symptoms into three broad heads: physical, behavioral, and emotional. Physical symptoms manifest themselves physically. So for example, this could be an elevated heart rate, your heart beating faster than usual. There's thumping in the chest or pain in the chest. Could be dryness in the mouth, changes in your eating habits, you're suddenly eating more or eating less, suddenly you're hitting the bottle more, digestive changes, you're not being able to digest food very often. It could mean upset menstrual cycles for women particularly. It could also manifest as very frequent and recurring infections like cold, cough or skin infections when there seems to be no reason for it, or aches and pains that just don't seem to go away and there seems to be no cause for these things. These are just some of the physical symptoms that could be a red herring that you are experiencing stress. Behavioral. These are changes in your behavior pattern over and above your normal behavior. Could it be that you find yourself getting more forgetful now, more repetitive? You're not being able to finish your deadlines. You're not being able to finish thoughts in your head. Or you just feel swamped by an army of thoughts. You're not being able to sleep at night. Are you tossing and turning? You're not being able to formulate sentences very well. Your judgment is no longer what it used to be about things and about people. It could also be that you're avoiding people, especially loved ones, your family and your friends. These could be small or big behavior changes that could be indicative of stress. Third is emotional, which is your emotional response or responses to everything that transpires around you. You find yourself being more angry, weepy, dejected, rude, snappy. Do you find yourself carrying a weight on your shoulders, literally and figuratively all the time? Are you very hard up on yourself? Are you not being able to see the silver lining in anything? So basically, thoughts which are not pleasant or positive, but rather negative and draining. That said, it is very important for me to point out that we experience one or many of these many times during our lifetime. And the fact that we experience a few of these does not mean that we should rush in and call ourselves or pronounce ourselves as overly stressed. That said, if you are experiencing some or a lot of these symptoms much more than usual and for a much longer time that is normal for you, then yes, it is time to definitely sit down, introspect, reach for help, indulge in some self-love and get on with it.